One of the hardest addiction we have to overcome in the information age is the addiction to porn. In recent studies, 8 out of every 10 males watch porn on a monthly basis. I was just there and I know what it was like. It is an uphill battle to begin with. After all, we are talking about our animal instincts here. The natural drive to find a mate and reproduce for survival of the species. Except now, we have the ability to access porn on demand within seconds, stimulating our brain reward centers. With the click of a button, we can delve into our deepest and wildest fantasies with little to no effort, like the gratification of eating chocolate without the added guilt. Or so I thought. In the thick fog of this intocifitication lurks a fiend from the depth of human corruption. Besides the obvious one of the 7 deadly sins, which is lust, the real killer here is no one else but sloth. The laziness of getting overstimulated with little to no effort corrupts people, stopping them from being the limitless version of themselves. Nothing decays a radiant soul more than the contentment of erotic invigoration. It is like corrosion from the inside that weakens our human foundation. A person may stop improving himself to be the best suitable mate for the opposite sex, giving them the false sense of superiority which leads them to rest in their laurels. Instead of improving their interpersonal relationships with the other gender, they bask in the glory of these porn sites for sexual gratification, only to realize that they have let themselves go. Iron rusts from disuse. Water loses its purity from stagnation. Even so does inaction saps the vigor of the mind. Leonardo da Vinci. Just like every stimulant, porn only offers a temporary illusion from the present moment. It gives people a mask of happiness, escaping reality because they could not fill the gap inside them. It is hard to break free from these chains once the addiction have been set. Why bother searching for real happiness that is difficult to master if you can have the illusion of unconsciousness? Like an alcoholic who drinks from the bottle that empties him, and the porn that stimulates our minds but degenerates our purity. In a research called the classical conditioning, a mouse was inside a box where there was a lever, green light, and an entryway for food to be given. Every time the light was on and the mouse used the lever, food would come out. The cycle would continue until the reward center of the brain triggers as soon as it sees the green light to release dopamine. It went up to a point where the mouse actually was getting higher levels of dopamine release on seeing the green light than actually eating the food. Green light triggers, you press the lever, an instant reward. It is the same way with porn. We associate porn with the pleasure of orgasm, so our brains release dopamine and makes the connection. Our brains are hardwired to see the pattern, forcing us to view porn as pleasurable, even though it is nothing more than moving images of animal instincts that can easily be controlled. I don't need to invest my time getting to know the person and forming meaningful relationships. No need to go on dates, have a presentable body, or impress her with my deep understanding of our common interest. It was never needed. Instead of talking to that cute girl I have been eyeing on, I would just play video games, eat pizza, and watch porn later. Green light triggers, you press the lever, an instant reward. So ask yourself, am I a man or a mouse? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. And don't forget, keep going one step higher.